The Lantern Road, the guide who walks ahead. This is a story about three Angelteers who arrive at a mountain road where every traveler is expected to choose the route before taking the first step. Their 31st miracle-minded adventure begins when they discover that following is not weakness. It is the willingness to stop insisting on leading themselves. The three Angelteers reached a stone arch at the foot of Mount Lumen. A sign read, "Choose your entire route before entering," Spider stared. Entire? A clerk handed him a map. Every turn, every delay. Squirrel Monkey saw 20 pencils. "This mountain understands me." Howler Monkey pointed toward travelers beside enormous maps. "How long have they been planning?" "Some for weeks." "And climbing?" "Not yet," Spider whispered. "The mountain has defeated them without moving." Squirrel drew 6 routes. Spider marked banana stands. Howler circled places for dramatic entrances. "Ready," Squirrel said. A breeze lifted the maps and scattered them down the hillside. Squirrel froze. "My routes." Spider watched one sail into a goat pen. Route 7 has become livestock. Then an elderly traveler stepped through the arch, carrying a small lantern. "Where is your map?" asked Squirrel. "I don't have one." "How do you know where to go?" "I see the next part of the road." That has always been enough. Squirrel felt uneasy. What if they choose wrong? A faint pine fragrance moved through the arch. He breathed in. "What am I feeling? Afraid to give up control." Howler nodded. "Control has excellent advertising." Squirrel became still. Only one quiet willingness appeared. "I do not have to lead the way. I am willing to follow." The three stepped through the arch. The road forked. Left, shorter. Right, safer. Spider looked at Squirrel. "Which one?" Squirrel almost reached for a missing map. Instead, he paused. "What is mine to do?" Nothing came as a voice. Then they noticed the traveler's lantern moving toward the right-hand path. Howler smiled. "Guidance appears to have feet." They followed. Around the bend, the shorter road was blocked by a fallen tree. Spider said, "So following worked." Squirrel shook his head. "I don't want to turn it into a formula." "How inconveniently mature," said Spider. Farther up, a family stood beside a broken cart. "We're late for the mountain market," the father said. Squirrel glanced toward the summit. Then Howler asked, "What are we here for?" Squirrel looked at the cart. "Maybe this." They repaired the wheel together. When they finished, the family continued. Squirrel laughed. "We don't even have a schedule." Spider placed a hand over his heart. "Freedom is terrifying." Clouds rolled over the narrow road. Howler stopped. "I cannot see the path." The old traveler lifted the lantern. Its glow reached only a few steps. Squirrel whispered, "That is not enough." "Enough for what?" "Not enough to know the mountain. Enough to take one step, then another." They moved slowly through the cloud. Spider asked, "Are we sure this is right?" Squirrel answered, "No." Howler blinked. "That was strangely peaceful." Squirrel smiled. "Maybe divine audacity is moving when guidance is clear enough for one step, without demanding proof for the next 20. Spider grinned. "I prefer audacity with divine supervision." When the clouds opened, the market was below them. Squirrel laughed. "We're going the wrong way." The traveler pointed. A shepherd was waving from the ridge. One of his lambs had slipped onto a narrow ledge. Spider climbed down while Howler anchored the rope, and Squirrel followed the shepherd's directions. Soon the lamb was safe. The shepherd hugged it. "I prayed someone would come." Squirrel looked back. Had they been going the wrong way, or simply not known what the road was for? The traveler handed Squirrel the lantern. "You can carry it now." Squirrel shook his head. "I don't want another object responsible for guidance." "Good." He set the lantern on a stone. They waited until the next stretch of path became visible. Spider asked, "So where are we going?" Squirrel looked ahead. "I don't know." Howler spread his wings. "Finally, a plan I can remember." They laughed. Following did not mean doing nothing. They still walked, chose, and helped. But they no longer needed to make themselves the author of the road. One clear step was enough. They continued down the mountain without a map, a guarantee, or the need to lead. Miracle-minded practice. I do not have to lead the way. I am willing to follow. May we sing, rest, and dance our way home together.